Hello there, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We are here talking about the lunar eclipse in the sign of Taurus occurring on the 28th of October of 2023. We're going to talk about the energies that are being highlighted for you guys in this energy. We're going to pull some cards and get some more messages out here for you. So if you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Victoria. This is Radiant Moon Tarot. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm always grateful for every single one of you. So if all of you do find that you enjoy this reading, please take a moment to press the like button. It really does help get the video seen in the land of YouTube, but it also lets me know that you resonate with the readings on some level. Sometimes just a little bit will resonate with you. Sometimes it'll be the whole thing. So in this energy, we've got a full moon in the sign of Taurus occurring at 5 degrees, and this is a partial lunar eclipse. 28th of October is the day. It's a very interesting time of year because, of course, October is a month where the veil is thin, the veil between two worlds. And so it's easier for us to connect spiritually. It's easier for us to connect with our past loved ones, our ancestors in some way. And so it can be really powerful energy for us. So light a candle. If you're missing somebody at this time of year, sometimes we get that little longing for someone that we've lost, or we want to kind of do a little bit of exploration, maybe to some past lives. This is where we can light a candle and invite them in. That's part of the jack-o'-lantern energy, right? People lit the candle in the pumpkin to welcome in their spirits, the good ones, and then they drew the scary face on there to ward away the evil spirits, as the folklore goes. So light a candle to connect with your loved ones. But this is being a very important eclipse. It is a final ending. We've had eclipses in Scorpio and Taurus since starting in the fall of 2021. There's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of things that have been going on. Some of you may have moved your house. You may have, experienced some changes within your family. You may have experienced changes in your money and your workflow, right? And so all of these things, I feel that, Aquarius, I feel that you have come a very, very long way, especially with things that really do highlight the stability and security in your life. And of course, we've had a lot of very significant turning points for you specifically in your fourth house, right? So you're probably getting a little bit tired of some of this energy being in your fourth house. You're like, can I have something a little bit more exciting, please? Tired of learning my life lessons. Thanks. I just want to have some fun. So this can be a very important time for you guys where something may come to fruition for you. Okay, you might be letting something go. Full moons do bring about endings, but they lead you towards something better in your world. Eclipses do bring changes, and they do bring fated events as well. So this can be very beneficial for some of you because the full moon energy can also bring something to harvest. So something may be manifesting in your world here. And so it can be very, very good for you. All right. But we do have this eclipse, yes, landing in your fourth astrological house, ruled by the moon in Cancer. So this can be very emotional, very intense for you at this time. Of course, you are a fixed sign, so you're probably really, really, really happy to see the tail end of the Scorpio Taurus eclipses. You being a fixed sign, right? Fixed signs always, it's like you want things to go like quick, right? You're tired of all this kind of slow moving kind of energy just dragging out forever and ever and ever. So you're very, very probably feeling a little bit like a weight is lifted off your shoulders around this time, okay? But there may still be some work to do. There might still be some changes going on. But in your fourth house, this does have to do with your home, where you live, your sense of security, your private life, what goes on behind closed doors, your family, your children, all right, but also your ancestors in this energy. So again, it might be a really good time for you to just light a candle and to whether you find 5 minutes, 10 minutes just to close your eyes and just allow some energy to flow, you may get that connection with a lost loved one in that energy. So it can be really, really quite profound and very insightful, possibly. Ask for a sign, you'll get a sign. If you're more comfortable, I mean, always before we do work with the spirit world, we always want to make sure we ground and protect our energy. And at this particular full moon, it's going to be very important to connect with nature in some way so that you are feeling a little bit more grounded and more connected with the earth around you. And we do that before engaging in any kind of major spiritual practice or anything. Always ground, protect your energy. So if you want to connect with nature, it doesn't matter if you connect with the forest or the grass or plants, or the ocean, right? Any kind of body of water will also help you, especially with this moon energy. And it will just help you feel a little bit more stable, right? So very important to do that. But then, yeah, light a candle if you feel more comfortable lighting a jack-o'-lantern, right, around that time, right? So we welcome in all of the good spirits that we want to talk to. We keep away any that we don't want. So just scare them away with that scary little face if you want to. So very interesting energy. But you might be resolving some issues within your home. Some of you, you finally getting what you wanted. So you might be paying off a loan. Some of you might be purchasing a new home, signing a new lease, that kind of thing. You might be making some moves on that front. You could have some family issues that are resolved. And I will say, though, that eclipses can bring things out of the woodwork. So we can find things that need to be revisited. Something may come back around again. Something may come up again. And this is because something wasn't completely resolved or healed previously. So you might be dealing with, same old something or other, but this is a final chance to like cleanse and purge. We have Venus in your 8th house, and your 8th house is, of course, Scorpio energy, right? Scorpio brings endings, new beginnings, births, deaths, brings transformation, brings growth and evolution, right? Some of you might have a spiritual awakening at this time. Some of you might be shaking things up, of course, Venus being the planet of love, right? And with the 8th house can have to do with like your physical relationship with another person, that kind of thing. I have to be careful how I word things on stupid YouTube these days. Sometimes it's censorship, whatever. But anyway, you get what I mean. So you might be spicing some things up in the bedroom. If you are single and looking for new love, this can be really lucky for you in this energy. We do have a conjunction with Jupiter. For some people, it's a little bit more impactful than others, but Jupiter can bring us some good luck, expansion, growth, abundance. And so this can be where you might just get a lucky break. The 8th house has to do a little bit of mystery as well, so there might be a surprise at this time. Some of you might be evolving in your personal relationships in some way. And this can be either if something has been on rocky ground, this might be where you might be making a very, very firm final decision. Okay, eclipses can eclipse things out of our lives, right? But this can also be where we can start something new, or we can heal and we can move forward and we can transform that energy. Now, the 8th house also does have to do with money, especially joint money, joint assets, joint property. The 8th house has to do with inheritances and loans. So some of you could possibly get some sort of windfall at this time. Maybe something is handed down to you, whether it's money or whether it's like advice even. It can come in at this time for you as well. There may be something that you do receive that does come down the pipeline from probably some family. You could get a family heirloom, right? Something like that. But some of you in this energy, you might be paying off a loan. Oh, weight of the world lifted off your shoulders. But you might be also buying something with another person, right? So, I mean, if you're, maybe, buying a house, right? Probably with a spouse, or maybe even family buying a house together. So we got all sorts of things going on here in this energy, but we also have, on a side note, a lot of planets in your 10th house. And this is a big career energy. Has to do with your reputation, your public image. This has to do with being recognized, getting some sort of award or reward. And this also speaks to your achievements and your ambition. So some of you could be really having something wonderful happen on your work front. You might be changing jobs at this time, or you could, of course, be getting a little bit of a raise or reward of some kind. So it can be very exciting in that 10th house energy. But you got a lot of big energy going on here, Aquarius. We have Nemesis. All right, we've got lessons coming in here. Ooh, boy. Well, enemies right there. Okay, so arch enemy and nemesis right there. So in this energy, you may be recognizing some lessons that you have learned. All right, and in the full moon, we always do reflect a little bit, and especially so with this particular one, right? Because this Scorpio Taurus has been going on for a while. So you might be recognizing what lessons that you have learned. What habits have you kicked? What habits do you need to kick? Because when we have a nemesis, it's something that is not really necessarily working in your favor. So this is a time when you may really gain understanding about some life lessons that you've learned. And I will say your 10th house is actually ruled by Saturn. And Saturn is the planet that teaches us, the school of hard knocks. So this can be where you're gaining wisdom, insight, and understanding about things that you have been going through, maybe even things that you've experienced multiple times, right? So you've learned your lessons, you're ready to move forward. Some of you can even take those lessons that you've learned through life and apply them going forward, right? That's part of our wisdom that we gain through our lifetime. So, and you might be gaining a deeper appreciation of some struggles that you've been through in your life and that you've overcome because number one, they're the building blocks of who you are. But also you now have more tools in your toolkit to deal with things, deal with experiences, deal with new issues that come up as you go along. So you might be gaining appreciation of some challenges that you have very much surpassed in your life. We have ideation coming in here for you. We've got death. All right. Thank you, 8th house. And we have sweetness there for you as well. So, very quickly on the first level, this can represent that you may have some epiphany moment, some clarity, some idea of what you need to put an end to or what needs to change in your life to bring you a little bit more happiness and joy with the sweetness energy, right? With that heart on there. Some of you here are, really have a big dream, a vision, and this is to enhance your life, to bring more happiness and joy into your life, but something's got to go with that death card energy right there. Something has to end. So it's like, ideation, right? It's all about your mind, okay? Your thinking, your vision, your dreams, okay? Somewhere, okay, what you need to do. You also, in this energy, are getting a big epiphany moment as to why something has ended in your life, right? Because ultimately, this makes you who you are today and helps you make better choices going forward into the future. But you're being very invited here to look at, very interesting, to look at death in a different way. Death means many things. It can be a physical death, right? It can be the death of an idea. So maybe some of you are, you had some big ideas, you had some dreams previously, and now it's like, you know what? This doesn't really resonate with me anymore. This isn't really who I am anymore. So you might be shelving a vision or an idea. Something, it's just, it's just maybe something has just taken forever to get off the ground, and you're like, well, it shouldn't be this hard. It may be that, something has just become outdated because you have evolved and you have grown. So whatever it is with the sweetness energy, if you do need to put an end to something, right, this is actually going to bring some very comforting energy to you. All right. Even if it's a difficult ending or, it's painful sometimes to let certain things go. Right. But ultimately it's a good thing for our happiness and our healing. So, sometimes we have situations, we've got dreams, we've got people in our lives that, they aren't meant to be with us forever. And we are meant to evolve and change. And so there is big changes happening for you on some level with this 8,000 Venus being there. But Venus is very helpful, right, for you. So, so this can be a great transformative time, not without a few little struggles, but I feel like you are overcoming those. And this will actually be, again, like that weight lifted off your shoulders and just getting this energy of, funnily enough, I'm getting this energy of you just standing there and at first being like very like hunched over a little bit and just feeling very heavy in your energy. And then all of a sudden it's like the light shines upon you, the heaviness lifts, and you're kind of floating away a little bit, but in a good way, not out of control. And it's much lighter and brighter, and it's more positive in its energy. It's a beautiful kind of image that I'm getting. It's like you're setting yourself free, or something is being set free within you. Very interesting imagery there. Anyway, so we do have this wonderful sweetness energy, and some of you've got some big ideas, but you might need to find a little bit more time or get a little bit of more alone time there in that death energy, right? Something has to go, so something a lot more pleasant can come in there for you. We've got the 10 of Wands. Whoa, there's your heavy energy. We've got the 6 of Cups. And we've got the 2 of Pentacles. All right. Very interesting. Talk about a burden. The 10 of Wands, heavy. Something pressing down on you. Very interesting. Good news is when we get the 10 of Wands, it is the end of a journey, this end of a difficult, very heavy cycle, a time in your life. So some of you are getting relief, stress relief, right? If you've had a monkey on your back, or you've had a lot of stress, a lot of struggles, a lot of responsibilities, this is where you are really making a conscious effort to find more balance. We've got the 2 of Pentacles coming in here, showing that you can keep pretty much anything together. You can juggle a whole bunch of things all at once. You make it look easy, and that can be your downfall, right? And because the easier you make something look, people don't recognize how difficult something really is in your life. And, it's like a illusion, right? Hello, full moon brings illusion. So you might be shutting down some illusion here and coming clean with someone, right? We do have Mercury at this eclipse, and it can be very chatty energy. So you might be really getting something out in the open with somebody and saying, hey, look, I might make it look easy, but freaking hell, it is not, right, with this 10 of Wands. So I need to find more balance in my life, or I need to, share some responsibilities. I need to delegate some responsibilities in here. I need to put up some boundaries. The 10 of Wands always reminds us of that, because even though you're capable, you're strong, but there's no reason for you to have all of the burdens, all of the responsibilities, the weight of the world on your shoulder. And what we want to do is lighten that energy, lighten that load. So whether there's something specific in your life where you do need to get a little bit of relief there. You do need to share, you do need to delegate, whether there's something here that's coming to an end and now you're freeing yourself, right? Set yourself free, okay? Or whether this is just a cycle in your life. It's been hard in the last little while for a lot of people. And, Aquarius, I feel like you've had so many ups and downs. You've had a lot of wins, but you've also had some very big challenges in the last couple of years. And you're probably thinking at some point, I thought this was supposed to be the age of Aquarius. Isn't it just supposed to be mystical and magical? And yes, it is. But we still have, to deal with life, right? So, part of it is the lessons, the experiences that you go through. It's so that you can be a better shining light for other people. All right. But the 10 of Wands, man, that's out the door. Now we do have the 6 of Cups coming in here. It's a very sweet energy. There's very sweetness right there that comes along with the 6 of Cups. So with the 6 of Cups, you might be receiving a gift. Now this can be an invitation, an opportunity. Maybe you're going to get together with an old friend. The 6 of Cups can bring people back into your life, as can eclipses, as can full moons. So you might have somebody that returns back into your life. Okay. And with this energy coming in, this could actually be very fun. Maybe someone who you enjoy their company. They might not necessarily stick around for a long time. It could just be a chance meeting. And of course, fated events happen at eclipses, right? So you could just bump into someone randomly, and this can be a friend, an old business colleague. Remember all these planets in your 10th house, right? Your very big career reputation house there. So you never know. You could bump into an old colleague, and there could be an opportunity for you. You never know. But this can be a friend who maybe you just lost contact with, and you maybe, sit down, have a coffee or something like that, and catch up, and you may part ways, but you may actually rekindle a friendship there in that energy. And yes, sometimes we can possibly have exes that do come back with the 6 of Cups, but everything's on the upright. So I feel that maybe if there is an ex that comes back or anything like that, I feel that you may use the opportunity, okay, to get some closure, to close the door, to close the chapter. And this can actually really help you, because this can help you recognize, right, why this didn't work out. And that's usually a big moment, right, when we have that, because you might bump into this person and maybe you've been carrying something energetically, emotionally from that relationship, and you've maybe never gotten that closure. You've maybe been left wondering about something, and I feel like you may be getting a little bit of clarity. All right. And it could be that thing where you bump into this person and maybe you've been carrying a little bit of a torch, or, they pop into your mind every once in a while, and you might think, what could have been, right? The 6 of Cups can bring some nostalgia, and when you meet them, you might feel nothing. And that is a huge indicator that you've healed completely, because there's no triggers. There's no emotion left. It's just like, oh yeah, hey. So I do feel there's some big healing element coming in for some of you here. But with the 6 of Cups, this is where we're living in the present moment. We're living for today. We're living for now. We're reflecting on our past, but we're making plans for the future, right? But in the moment, we're seizing the moment. So seize the moment, seize the opportunity, have some fun. The 6 of Cups can be a card of children. So spend some time with your family, with your siblings, with your children, if you have them. And it is a fun energy with the 6 of Cups, and we quite often forget that. Because it is innocence, and it is, like a little kind gesture, sweet words, right? The sweetness energy there. And, so this can be where maybe you decide, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with my family, and maybe you sit down and play a board game, or, you have a little bit of a family reunion, or you might be planning one at this time, right? And of course, we are coming up to the silly season, November, December, January. There's a lot of traditions, a lot of celebrations, a lot of, pivotal get-togethers, right, in that. So you might be making those plans, but I feel like it's a happy energy there with that Six of Cups, right? So, but the Two of Pentacles, make sure that even though you do make things look easy, make sure that you do find balance in your life, because there's some energy here that's not sustainable. Okay, you've got to do something a little bit different for this, all right? But the Two of Pentacles, you may also be weighing up your options and trying to make some sort of decision. All right, but I do feel that with the eclipse, I think that whatever decision that you make, of course, it will be the right one, okay, but it might be very, very firm, all right? That's like, I've made my decision, I'm not backing down. So we have share your voice, come out of the cave, all right? Express yourself and let go of any fear of repercussion or persecution in this energy. This is your time to share your experiences, to talk about things, to get things out in the open. And, you know, for some of you here, you've been spending some time in isolation in the last little while, and it's probably been for a point. It's probably been like for a real purpose. Maybe you've been healing, maybe you've had some projects that you've been working on, and now is the time for you to get out, to share your voice, share your experiences, to let yourself be seen a little bit, and especially this 10th house energy, come out of your shell, right? And embrace the magic and the wonder that is out there. And you're usually pretty good at that, but sometimes you do go into that little bat cave mode, that hermit mode, and it's comfortable in there, right? We like that, right? Aquarians do need their space. And, you know, but sometimes we have to remember to come back out of our shell, right? It's like, but I'm happy here. I've got all my hobbies and projects that are all on the go here. I could live in my house for a month and not see anybody, right? But no, you're being encouraged to share your gift, to share your voice, and to get outside. We also have take a break. There's your 10th, your 10 of Wands energy. You're tired, okay? A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill, okay? Take a break. Find some time for yourself. Find more balance. Two of Pentacles there. The 10 of Wands. You're stressed. You're tired. You're burdened. You're burnt out. Some of you, all right? You need a little bit of a vacation. Even if it's a vacation in your own home, right? Finish one of those projects that you have on the go, Aquarius, all right? But you're being very encouraged here to take a load off, to take some time to yourself, because whatever you're doing, whatever path you're on, some of you, right, you're burning the candle at both ends, okay? And Spirit says, no, 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 no. You got to remember to take care of you, right? Because Aquarius, you are notorious for putting everyone else ahead of you a lot of the time, all right? And then we come to resent people in our lives. So put up those boundaries, okay, before things get too out of hand. So there is another card for you. Namaste blessing. The divine in me acknowledges the divine in you. I bow to you and honor your inner light of pure and unconditional love. Eternal peace be with you. Eternal love be with you. Eternal joy be with you through this serendipitous blessing. Love that. And here is your next card. A blessing through emotional upheaval. An emotional storm is forming and things may seem chaotic for a while, but as the storm subsides, a blessing is revealed. Respect all points of view, for we each view the world a little differently. Things are being shaken up for good reason, and all involved will benefit. Namaste. I've been asked to leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you, with a little bit of a message or a big message. If there was, please take a moment to press like on this video. It does let me know you resonate with the readings. It lets YouTube know the same thing, and the video gets seen by more people. It's also, if you do enjoy my readings, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and feel free to leave a comment in the box below as well. Where are you watching from? Is this your first time here? Have you been here before? What is going on in your world right about now? Start up a conversation. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a wonderful eclipse, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.